You don't have to get an A for you to make it. You don't have to get a first class honors for you to make it. As long as you're excelling in your capacity, it's okay. Now our parents don't understand that.
Guys, welcome back to Lifestyle with Barbara. This is the Convo'S corner. Anyway, by the way, guys, I know you know this long boy here.
Tito.
Yeah, Tito here. So guys, today you want to talk about something that is majorly affecting most of us, which is parental support.
Yeah.
And first of all, when you hear something like parental support or care, what comes in your mind? I don't know. I don't know how you define it, but maybe you can tell us before we continue with the
Convo.
Yeah.
So parental support is like your parents being there when you really need them. Like making sure you don't like yearn for them, you
feel like they're missing in your life.
Ama you feel like they're not, as in there are those moments when you just need your parents to be there. Now that is the support. Leave alone buying you good shoes, and paying you school
most of
fees.
the time we normally confuse it with
that's their role.
support.
Unajua, there is the role that a parent should play in your life, or rather the responsibility. Unaona? Now, if they take you to school, that's their responsibility. But if they are there when you at school when you really need them, now that is the care we are talking about. Unaona? So don't confuse.
Yes, guys, I hope you understand that. And you can also talk on it with your own explanation or how you understand it.
Pale kwa comment section.
Yeah, we understand things differently.
Of course.
So today, like, the first thing I want to ask is, do you think our parents are doing enough to raise us?
Oh, so that's a question.
Yes, that is a question to
Of
our
course,
viewers
of course. But for me, I will say yes and no. Yes, because when you look around in our country, our parents are really working hard to make sure that we get that quality education. Maybe some going an extra mile of taking us to academy schools. Others are making sure that we go for tuitions. Others are making sure that maybe we go for seminars, those religious seminars. Others are making sure maybe we travel, like go to your aunts, maybe Kamako Nairobi, Kamako Mombasa. Like they want you to get that exposure. Unaona? So they're really working hard and making sure that like you do better than what they did.
Yeah.
Unaona? That's now the yes side of it. And the no side of it is that our parents, like, they think they have the manual on which to follow when they're raising us. Like, first thing, if you finish class 8, join Form 1, finish high school, join campus, get a job, get married, give me children. Life is not a calendar, by the way. You see, now the trick comes in when, let's say, maybe you are not performing at school, but you have a talent. Trust me, a real African parent will pay more attention for you to get you from that poor grade to a good grade,
And also to improve.
and not pay attention to your talent. Like, you see, maybe you are the best singer in that school. A lot of attention will be put on you getting your academics rather than your talent. Of course, basic education is key, but still at the same time, our parents should also understand that we are able differently. You understand?
Yeah.
Maybe for you it is education. Maybe for me it is politics.
Was it a must you mentioned that politics?
That one I had to. You understand?
Yeah.
Like, you may get maybe for someone else it is music, the other one is modeling. Unaona? It doesn't matter. There is a saying which says that the end justifies the process. It doesn't matter how we get there, but as long as all of us succeed, and by succeeding I mean getting a proper job, or having a good life, like just making it in your life. You don't have to get an A for you to make it. You don't have to get a first class honors for you to make it. As long as you're excelling in your capacity, it's okay. Now our parents don't understand that. Now that is the no side of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But me, I feel like most of the time in this African setup, we are so limited because our parents they feel like they are the final say, like their words is always final.
Exactly.
So you can't even oppose. They're
you don't have
right.
you don't have a say in whatever decision they make. If they say we are going left, that's final.
Left.
But the problem is all those things, all those decisions are like the most affected person is you. How can you be the most affected person na hauna say? If they say they are taking you to Alliance High School na wewe umetaka Mangu, no.
Even me, I remember when I was joining high school, my dad, when you've stayed at school, you see like this environment doesn't even suit
it's not working for you.
During it was academic day, so immediately he came. I was like, Dad, you know what? I want to change school. The worst part was he asked me which school do you want to go, and I was like, our neighboring school. He was like, so my daughter, just prepare yourself. You're going to study in this school for 4 good years, not changing.
Na pia haupewi reasons.
Yes.
That's so bad. They don't understand. Like if only they can, I don't know if it is ego or what, but if only they can sit down and listen to us, we can make the best of us. But now the thing is that they think they know
Everything.
Like everything for us. Of course they mean well, but we are living in different times. For them, education was key. For us, it is the bag we are chasing. No, understand?
Yeah.
For them, education was the key. For us, is the bag that we are chasing. So, if I can dance and make millions, why should I struggle with chemistry and maths? Only to ask maths teacher, hapa ni wapi? You understand? Are we okay?
Yeah, we're okay.
So that's the thing. So mi na feel wazazi wetu pia wanafaa wachanuke kiasi, wa understand sisi manzetu na
they shouldn't have that backward thinking.
Who said that?
Advance with technology and with our with this generation. Some of us are Generation Z, the millennials.
Others all maoji like me, old generation.
Yeah. So,
who said that ukienda church lazima uvae official? Who said?
Because that is what we've been taught. Like you just have to be.
Unajua there is that difference between being neat and putting on official attires.
Okay.
Who said?
Even the Bible says.
No, which verse?
I'm not just familiar with the Bible.
Of course. Now the thing is that it's not that you are trying to compete them, but wanafaa to understand we are living in different worlds. Technology is here with us. We have phones, we have smartphones, we have computers, we have social media handles. We get inspiration from everywhere. For them, the exposure was limited. Right now, I know what is happening in Dallas, in every, like, I can, like if something today happens in China, it can only take me seconds to know, because there is Twitter, there is whatever. Unaona? For them, ingechukua hata mwezi. So what are you telling me, bana?
Masikia maoni ya Tito hapo hivyo.
Of course. But at the end of the day, they are wazazi wetu na we should respect them. But also, I don't know if niseme they should respect us ama listen to us.
Okay, I think the
I'm
exact
about-
word is listen.
Of course.
Because when you listen, you will judge rightly.
Of course.
Yeah. So anyway, like, do you think our relationship with our parents maybe can, like, okay, let me reframe this question. Do you think maybe our day-to-day relationship affects us in our lives, like generally in our matters, that
The person we will end up to be in future? Of course. By the way, how your parents handles you, how you relate with them, really determines the person, the kind of person you will end up to be when you grow up. Have you ever seen people like wenye wanakwanga tu self-centered, like they don't want to share? Ushaikuwa na friends kama hao? It's because that's how they have been raised. Ama ushaenda kwa home unapata mtoto like mama yake akisema bedroom anakimbia. Unaona? Na mwingine anaambiwa Jaden, excuse me, I talk to the visitors. Wote wamefanya the same thing,
but different.
Huyu mwingine alifukuzwa, huyu mwingine alikuwa excused. Hao watu wawili ni tofauti. Ukweli uongo. So huyu mwenye amefukuzwa ana feel ni kama she doesn't have a right to be there. Huyu mwingine mwenye ameambiwa excuse us, she feels like whatever they're discussing hafai kusikia.
Yeah, it doesn't concern.
But huko ni kwao, unaona? Iko too simple hivyo, by the way. So unapata these two people wakigrow up, one akona self-esteem issues, the other one confidence yake iko on the roofs, because parents wake wamekuwa there na they allowed her to express herself, like what do you want? Unaona? If it is choosing schools, these are the options. You can either join this one or this one or this one, and because of A, B, C, D, rather than here is the letter from this school, you're joining next week. No explanation, no whatever, no nothing.
You're supposed to join.
Exactly. Do you understand? So if you can also give like if you can only listen, if our parents can just spend some few time and listen to our opinions, our like the way we want them to treat us. Unaona? Because sometimes manze, our parents use some words yenye ina stick kwa akili yetu, and you end up being traumatized.
Yeah, get into depression.
When they could have just corrected you with love.
Yeah, by this sometimes you find maybe your parent, like I'd said, we are not even perfect. We're not even near to perfect.
No one is perfect.
You always make mistake on a day-to-day.
Of course.
So maybe you've just messed up kidogo in the house, and the mom or dad talks to you, you're like, excuse me, you really even my parent? Am I dreaming?
Instead of just grounding you or just,
and this is something you could
you.
just sit down, talk, and he or she tells you, my daughter, you went wrong here and I don't like this and this because of this and this.
But,
like obvious when we talk like that, mtu ataelewa hii actually I messed, but
by the way, unajua the thing ni nini? When you use love, I listen to what you're saying. When you become aggressive and use those unkind words, I don't listen to what you're saying, but rather I listen to how you're talking to me. Now, that is the message that I'm getting from you.
Yeah, and that is how you're going also to treat other people.
Exactly.
And because that is why,
by the thing is that you're used to being harassed and being, everyone can walk all over you, unaona? So it's like a norm to you. Hata mtu akikubuli, you feel like you don't have a say. But the other guy, ako well empowered, like in the sense that
this is not
she can stood up for herself, like, excuse me, why are you doing this? And those are the people that go far, because right now people want people when you're gonna confidence, when they believe in themselves. How can I believe in you when you don't even believe in yourself? And that can only be, attributed to your parents.
Yeah.
So
And that is why you find most people they are even in these abusive relationships.
Kwanza our girls.
Hey.
Me, when I look the way I look the way people are treating their girlfriends, and you wonder, is this someone's daughter? And the way she's beautiful, the way she's learned, the way, like, you wonder just how not, like, mtu kukuinsult, unaona?
And you just take it is
someone
normal.
Ignoring you, someone snobbing you, and you think it's normal. It's not. Maybe like, they're just things I can't entertain.
Okay, talking of that, even I think there was a time there was this trending video of a lady being slapped in public. Do you know, yesterday I read a tweet from I don't know if they're married or their husband and what.
Or they're just dating.
Because the guy was like sasa ameimport gari kutoka sijui ni wapi, anasema gari yake ya girlfriend ya bibi yake imelanda. Can even your hustling boyfriend buy you an handkerchief even after slapping you in the public? That was the question alikuwa anauliza.
That's nonsense, by the way. Imagine, okay, Barbara, I don't know if I'm weird or like I don't even how can you listen to mimi, by the way, to like such people. I didn't
listen. It was people, just a quote.
Such people wanafaa tu waende jela. Unawezaje slap mtu?
But the girl is tolerating because she's comfortable.
Because it's not.
That is the environment she was raised in.
You know, two things. First of all, maybe, and I don't even.
She doesn't know anything to do with
no, like they know. No, and hata kama mtoto mdogo analia mamaka akimwacha, which means anajua love. Is either the girl maybe anatoka from
poor background.
Yeah, maybe their family are not stable, or she doesn't know how to be treated well. Me, you can't, leave alone slapping me. You cannot insult me in public. I will call you out, by the way. Just how? That's disrespect. Now, trust me. Someone mwenye anaweza kudisrespect in public. Now imagine when you are at home. Just the two of you. Exactly. Now this thing by them in affect sana madam, like
that is so
like true. Girls don't have a say, and they feel that thing they have a say, they're just pretending. Like they just want to be seen that they have a say, but deep down they're struggling. No. You don't have to show people like, you know, you are this courageous, you know, doing what men can do, being single and you are cherishing it. Nah. That's not confidence. Confidence is that, I don't want to say nonsense, but for me, naweza sema confidence is stooding up to what you believe in. Like if you believe this is how you should be treated, then it should be like that. Unaona? Now that is the confidence I'm talking about. And others wako too confident in their clique, like when you're with your friends, that's when you're confident. But ukikuwa now in public, you don't even want to hold a mic. Unaget? Ushaiona wase kama hao wakikuwa na mabeshte wake confidence yao iko rooftop, but wakikuwa kwa boardroom they can't even mention one word. Hata hawezi defend. Now that's the confidence I'm talking about. If you're really confident, you must be confident in all aspects. When you're with your parents, when you're with your workmates, when you are at school, when you're in public, like when you should just be confident. There's no, like, confidence is not just dressing up like I don't know what. Una understand? Yeah. Now that's the confusion yenye pia sisi naonanga sometimes. Tuna behave as if we know, but we don't know.
You know it all.
Of course. Now that's the side of us denye pia sisi tunafaa ku pull up. And just to add up this, you know, there are people when maybe they are orphans, unaona. Others who may grow up in just dramatic when on like families, unapata maybe your dad is I don't know what, your mom is whatever, you know. It's not the end of the road. I was listening to someone I don't know called Michael Todd. Sijui kama umemsikia. He's a famous youth mwenye like, yani you should just look for him. Mwenye alikuwa anasema damaged but not destroyed. Una understand? So sometimes unaweza maybe your ego, not really your ego, your confidence maybe, ama your self-esteem may be damaged, but it's not destroyed. When you go online, there are people like who can help you, you know, recover your self-esteem, you know, and be the person that God, they like just be that person that you're supposed to be. If it is just standing up for yourself, it is about expressing yourself, you know, telling people how they should treat you, you know, creating those boundaries. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah. So if at all your guardians or your parents maybe never stood up for you, it's not that now that's the end of the road. Unaona? You can go online, you can, if you can afford, maybe you can look for therapists, they help you heal those.
Therapists are really expensive.
Of course, but if you can afford them like you, Barbara.
Okay.
Yeah, what is 60,000 to you? Sure.
I thought it's 60,000.
Yeah, 6,000 per session. I don't know per what.
But it is 3,000, 6,000.
Now it depends. Unaona? But it's hata mimi nasemanga like one day Mungu akinibariki venye Barbara amekubariki. Like every year lazima nitakuwa naenda kuona therapist.
Yeah, but that is also important for like your own mental.
With my maybe wife, we go as a family. Like every year lazima to have a session with therapist. Unaona? Because tuna live in a very dramatic world na
so many things happen.
Manze huku nje ni kurafu. Character development tunapigwa kila mahali.
Kuna place ni safe.
Unajua watu wanadhanianga character development ni nini tu? Ni mapenzi. Hata kwa job. Unatandikwa masomo, unatandikwa familia inakutandika, mabeshte wanakutandika. Now you can imagine umepigwa character development na your family, your spouse, your workmates, your friends, hata your enemies.
When is the next destination, your next destination?
See, it's 6 feet. Whether this thing is not as easy as we are trying to, you know, make joke of it, but at the end of the day, all this boils down to how you are brought up. Maybe you didn't have a chance to be brought up by your parents, you are brought up by your grandparents. It's okay. You don't have to, you know, pity yourself and say now that I'm this vulnerable, this is how I will just be. No, that's not the way. Like you should look for assistance. If you cannot access maybe the online whatever, you can look for guidance from even church. Mimi manze kuna church zingine nasikizanga kama kina Pastor T, unasijui kama unamjua. Pastor T Mwange bana, that guy just speaks to your soul. Yani akikuongelesha you feel like when you are newborn. Unaona? Yeah. There are people like that. Kuna kina Robert Brale, those people wenye wanaweza yani speak to your wounds and help you heal them. Unaona? It's not that we are like, okay, mimi usema pia mimi na feeling having your both parents in your life is a privilege. Unaona? It's a favor. Unaona? But kama haujaipata, you can look for it somewhere else. Yeah. Ama hata waongea na wewe Barbara, najua ulifanya psychology.
Tito.
But the thing that pisses me off, kwanza na wase wangu tu, yani my peers, ni when people pretend that they are so confident to call you out on anything, but wakipewa mic hata tu address people church, they can't. Hata ku mention their name, they can't. Now where is your confidence?
Hey, hapo anyway.
That one by the mimi. Anyway, it's our
story for another day.
It's a story for another day, but at least tumeshare our views na pia our viewers wanaweza tuambie hapo kwa comment section.
By the way, you see how our relationship with parents really matters in our life.
A lot.
It can affect you positively
or negatively. Alafu pia the people you surround yourself with really matters, how the kind of a person you will be. Because wanasemanga if you hang around for billionaires, chances are that you are the next
99%.
one. Of course. But now, let me speak to our community and our tribe and our people. If you hang around 4 fools, you don't have to finish the
Anyway. Hey, there is this other thing that even me, I was just trying to ask myself, like, when is the right time for our parents to stop supporting us? Okay, this debate actually, I saw it was on Bambika.
Bambika Citizen.
Yeah, they were here at this university.
ZTech.
So people are having different opinions, like after you've reached 18, like they're just having awkward answers. What is your
Okay, for me, I feel like once a child, always a child. If you are my parent, whether you are 90 and I'm 60, you're still my parent. I can still consult you on matters life, on matters marriage. No. So, this tendency of, our parents are absconding, for lack of a better word, absconding their role, not really duty, because their duty inaenda ikidiminish. Their role in our lives. At now, just because umemaliza shule and you have a kajobo, they even want you to start supporting them. No. It's so
Office
bad.
May always term it as black tax.
No, not really. Okay, of course okay.
Okay, me, I always believe when it's helping, you have to help willingly. So even if
of course, like you are, it's like they are coercing you.
Yeah.
That's not the way it's supposed to be. Like also you, like now here una have kukwa na wisdom. You have to balance between you, your family and your parents. Na that one by the way ina to affect sisi sana maboy. Juu unapata once umemaliza shule na sasa mzazi wako ni kama anafanya hivi. Anasema now mimi nimekusaidia, wewe sasa ngangana. Unangangana nini? Okay, ningangana nipate hiyo job na sina peace of mind. Like sometimes you just want just to have this feeling that you can call your mom and she can really, help you or talk to you or guide you in whatever situation you are in. Now that it's like now umeanza to create a wall between me and you. It's not
next
supposed.
Time when you see when they call, you just know this person.
Anataka do.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to, like me banze, is only that sinanga do. Mi natakanga ile tu moment I just take my dad out. We go chill, talk matters life. I tell him what I'm going through, tell him my plans. Then I do the same to my sibling. I do the same to my mom. My friends. Even your men, by the way, that's life to me. If life inaweza kwa hivyo, mimi nimeachieve.
Anyway, me unajua at
but our parts. African parents now ni nani? Kwanza sisi Waluya. Ogopa.
Ilikuwa uchome.
Of course unajua like sisi like anyway nilikuwa nataka kusema wakisoma tushangolia sisi number 2 but sijasema.
Me, I always believe like parental support, it never dies.
Yeah,
it's something that is continuous.
She'll never. Ata.
Whether you have that job, you have that marriage, like.
Nilikuwa naona place. Tuseme hata your mama ama your dad, God forbid, akufe. Ukifika in a situation like you must still feel just that if my dad was alive, this is how angetaka nifanye hii na hii. Like they should just be living in you. Unaona? Ni kama Uhuru, unaona? Baba yake tuseme alikuwa president, si ndio? Now by me saying your parents living in you, like in this situation wangetaka ikuwe aje. Unaona? In this difficult. Unaona? But kama now how could lay a proper foundation when I was growing up? How can you live in me? When you only show up to discipline me, how can you live in me? When the only time you want to show up is when you want me to get S. How can you live in me? When I'm there struggling with maybe this podcast, you are even you cast get me saying that I won't go anywhere. Sorry. Unaona? Yani unaona, your mom and your dad should be your first fan. Upload a video, upload your music, there should be your first fans. Like unajuanga hii stadium ni ya watu 50 million naenda kucheza ball, lakini hata wakikosekana mafans, kuna 2 people I won't miss them there. That's your mom and your dad. Then other people can follow. Now that is the support that I'm talking about. That support should not end when you get married, because that you have a family, you need that guidance from here. You are both parents now. Your wife's parents and your husband's parents. Now you know, so unaona sasa in extend to sasa the team hata inakuwa bigger. Now you're 6 people. You used to be 3, now you're 6. You can imagine the kind of ideas that will come up. But our African parents now, they want to show up ukitaka kupeana tu mahari, kiwedo, nini mtoto akizaliwa. Unaona? Mimi nataka
manze. They don't want to enjoy the process.
No. Hiyo na kuifaa tu ikwe by the way. Mume hang out na wazazi wako na by the way next week tunaenda rurashio kwa kina bibi. Sema huko umeniambia, now you know. Lakini sasa si ati sasa hiyo ndio wanaona ya maana sana. Now that's the time wanafaa ku step in as your parent. Kwani ni part time? Me, because you will be my dad forever.
I think they're doing the parenting thing as part time.
Exactly. Na ama yani wana feel they are just time when they are supposed to be parents, but hii time nyingine wanakuachilia tu. Mimi nafaa hata sometimes tunakuja tu kwako kama wewe ni mama, tunatulia nini tunakachoma nini. Unaona? Barbecue.
Yeah, and I believe hata kama bado you still have that job of yours. You're still their daughter. They still have to turn up for
you. Because there are some challenges like
yes. You can be earning lakini hiyo pesa bado.
As in, yani kuna tu vitu zingine you are the only person mwenye anaweza kuongelesha tu na heal your heart. Your parent. Because yeye ndiye aliku bring kwa hii dunia. Na there is unajua kitu sisi hatujuangi ni as much as tunapenda our boyfriends and girlfriends, also our parents hold us very special place in our hearts. Nikuulize, ushaiona mlevi anapigana alafu mama yake amwambia achana? Hata kama hataacha utaona kuna ile kushtuka na sema hiyo ni sauti ya mama. Because there is that connection between you and your parents that no one can define it. Unaona? So it's only like it's upon you to keep it lively. Unaona? But now sasa sisi pana unaona tu mzae, yani ni mzae ni mtu wa kukudiscipline nini.
Mtu inafaa come into place when there is a problem only.
Mimi by then nasemanga Mungu you're like one day God akini bless na family watoto. Before I become your dad, I should be your friend. Even ndio mimi nasemanga. Now that's for me. Before
I think that is most people's dream.
Like mimi naweza takata mtoto wangu akifanya like account on me, like ajue no matter how bad, my dad will always be there for me. Unaona? And by bad I mean bad.
Hey.
So Marianne, do you have anything to add on? Maybe.
Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video and you've learned something. And if you've learned and you ain't a parent yet, I think maybe you
or you are a parent in making.
Yes. Because we are all parents in making.
Sisi wote ni work in progress.
And we are learning.
Of course. And unlearning.
Yeah. There's some habits we have to do away with.
Of course.
And there are those that we have to keep them in place. So I hope guys have enjoyed the video. This was the Convo'S corner,
and hope our parents also will enjoy
and
this.
I hope our parents will also enjoy this video. I don't know.
By the mean to recommend my dad aone.
Okay, I hope he'll Mr. Tiuli.
Yeah, of course. The big man himself.
Yes. So guys, I think this is the end of our video, and make sure you give us a thumbs up, share our videos to your friends, to your relatives, to everyone you know.
Alafu pia mtuambie where you are watching this video from. Kama ni Canada, US, Bondo, Kisii, Coast, Bungoma. Kwanza hao. Mseme sana.
Yeah, you have to give us your views,
opinion.
Yeah.
Because these are free forum, by the way.
Yeah. So
that's it.
see you until you see us next time. Bye.